All right, what's up, YouTube? I'm back with another update on whatever ventures we were discussing last time. It included Axon, Priz. Let's just go over what happened with Axon, where the Priz is at, and let's then go ahead in the future part of our journey, which is what I'm more excited about. Let's just see what I have been working on since this past few months, where I have completely disappeared from YouTube. So let's just go over it. So starting with Axon, that was the biggest one, right? Axon is our AI-powered hiring SaaS, basically, that helps companies filter out the best candidates for their job openings. So what happened with Axon is, as I said last time, we had a couple of meetings scheduled with a lot of enterprises, and then my co-founder was helping me set up these meetings. We talked with a bunch of enterprises across the industry. We had a couple in fintech. We talked with some major banks. We talked with a lot of CHROs. We talked with a lot of HR leads. We talked with a lot of hiring managers, and in the mix there was another organization. This was a consumer brand, so they are just starting to. So basically, they are cloud fashion company, and they want to expand into local stores. So basically they want to open up the stores all over India, and what they wanted to do was, while they hire people for these local stores, they wanted to use Axon to screen their candidates. So as you can imagine, whenever you open a store, there is a lot of there's an influx of job applications coming in, lot of resumes. So people will have to sit throughout that process. They will have to invest a lot of man-hours and a lot of resources in getting the right resources for those particular scores, which are going to be, well, obviously the face of their offline presence now. So they wanted to do it right. And so they discussed. We had the whole strategy planned out. We had the whole pilot planned out, but towards the end, something happened that made them not go ahead with their move at their end, and so they tanked the whole decision of opening the offline stores, and that is how we lost the pilot. That was the closest that we got to actual pilot with Axon with an enterprise. So we had everything ready: the enterprise account, the subscription tiers, the usage, the user invitations, everything was ready, crystal clear. We had even given them a demo account to run their demo simulations. They had done so, and but unfortunately at the last minute they cancelled out. So that is how we lost the only client that we ever got close to having for Axon. Other than that, we talked to some large financial institutions. We talked with their CHROs, and we had great talks. Everyone said it was very nice. It was a vitamin problem that they wanted to solve, but then again, nobody was actually ready to pay for it. So what happened was, since the past few months, me and my co-founder have kind of stopped actively working on Axon, and to be honest, we have done nothing. Like from time to time, I go back and turn the servers up. Whenever whatever free services that we are using, if they pause our services, I resume the services if there is any traffic incoming, at least on the landing page. And that is basically what's happening with Axon. So far the mission for Axon is going to be that we are just going to dissolve it. We are not going to take it more forward, not going to invest more of our time into that, since that is going to be more of a hole for our resources. We want to divert that energy to more useful ventures. That brings me back to the point of Priz. What happened with Priz? So basically, what I did was, last time I discussed that I will be creating a AI curated feature for basically optimizing the card values across all the platforms. So if you have like an order where you want to order milk, paneer, say a watermelon, some fruits or whatever, right? And then you put that on Priz, and it will go out to all of this quick commerce website like Blinkit, Zepto, Instamart, and then it will create cards across all of these platforms by seeing what is most budget friendly for your particular given list of items, right? And so then I went through that. I kind of built the future around it, and then I realized that I had no idea how exactly I'm going to monetize praise. Maybe I was thinking initially as uh, I will be providing some subscription basis access to the users, but I know given Indian people are not going to pay for pay for paying less for their groceries. So basically, that was a problem that I wasn't able to figure out about how exactly I'm going to monetize all those services. So I kind of dumped the idea. Praise is still live, by the way. If you want to check it out, I will attach the link in the description. But other than that, I'm not working on Praise. I have also taken that idea, but I have been working on a complete brand new idea. I have created a brand new Android application called Eva. It's a AI generative music. So basically, what happens is you feed a prompt into it, you tune the prompt, the vibe, the instrument, whatever you want within the prompt, and then it will change and generate the music live as you tune those things in the prompt config panel. So whatever changes that you do in the config, those get reflected directly into the song that is currently playing. It has one subscription tier, it's called Eva Pro, and then there's just a discovery tier where you have a free usage of basically limited session time, limited number of sessions, and then you can't export the music anywhere. Some things like that are included in the discover. So about my strategy, why exactly I built this just for Android is basically because Android store has only one-time fee for listing your Android apps, and that was basically what I could afford right now to have. Apple Store, I had plans, so I built this using React Native, so I had plans to release this also on the Apple Store for iPhone users. But the problem is Apple Store charges a lot monthly for my listing to be up on the store. So what I wanted to do was first get the app out into the world, see what the users are doing with it, if users are actually interested in this kind of an application, and then go forward with it. So far I have good results. I have some things that I wanted to share, and that is why I wanted to create this video today. So let's just go over what exactly I wanted to cover. I'll show exactly how it sounds. Let me just go and play the music for you. Let me bring it up. Yeah, let me pan out. So this is Eva. Let's just go to here and listen what Eva can generate for us. Again, remember, the music is only as good as your prompts and the settings and configs that you give to those specific prompts. You can mix the prompts on the go while the music is generated on the live. No other app is doing that currently, so let's just see how it does that. And so with Eva, we had no enterprise sales cycle, no CHRO meetings, no HR meetings, no series of meetings to even get the clients started on using the platform. Just pure creative consumer product that is currently live on Play Store. And guys, here is the craziest part, right? Without any massive marketing budget, without any enterprise accounts, Eva has already hit 50 overall downloads. We have about 22 monthly active users. Let me just pull that on the screen. As you can see, we have around 51 total installs till date. We have 22 active monthly users. We released this back in Feb 13. And drum roll please, here's the craziest part. We even have one paid active subscription going on. Let me pull up those stats. And with that, our annual recurring revenue has reached up to $70. We want to ramp these numbers up, obviously, but that is basically the update on Eva. So with one active subscription and 22 monthly active users, this is a massive milestone for me. Getting a complete stranger to pay for something you built out of thin air is the actual dream that we set out to build right from the start of the first video, even before that, even before I started this YouTube channel. So that is exactly the dream that we had. So how exactly did I get these results? And more importantly, if you are sitting at home watching this, how can you do the exact same thing? Well, here's the playbook. Step 1, just build it. For a long time, I used to sit behind the camera watching other people build things exactly as you are doing right now, thinking, oh, they have their life sorted or they have a network that I don't have. Fuck all that. You have to let go of the idea that you need special permission. You just have to start. You just have to get out there. You just have to start building. Even if you haven't built anything, I've seen a lot of people succeed without building anything. You just have to start reaching out to the people, start asking them what kind of problem they are facing mostly in life and what you can solve out of those problems, and then you can have a niche between all of those problems that you can solve, that they will also pay for you to solve, right? And that is where you just start solving the problem side, and then you start the building basically. Step 2, do things that don't scale. Remember the Y Combinator code that I had on my sticky note on my wall that I showed in the previous video? Well, do things that don't scale to get your first customer. I didn't wait for an algorithm to bless Eva. You have to hustle, you have to share it manually, you have to talk to people directly and crush those to-do lists one by one. Those first 50 downloads come directly from grinding and nothing else. What I did for Eva was I started reaching out to the groups on Reddit. I started reaching out to the people that I knew were interested in this sort of thing. I started reaching out to my personal network. Everyone in my personal network, I just spammed basically to try out Eva. I was giving out free subscriptions in the beginning, but then I soon realized that people weren't going to value it if it was coming for free, and then I stopped doing that, and I would just give out a promo code. Basically, that was again another idea that didn't come through. People weren't really interested in trying the app if I had given them promo code. And then when I had finally thought that maybe this idea is also a bust, there came influx of traffic and people organically started to download it on their devices and trying it out. And out of all of those things, I had 3 or 4 trial users going on, and out of that I got 1 paid subscription. So the margin for success is really small over there, but it increases as much as you try. The more attempts that you put into the thing, the more outcome you're going to get out of that thing, right? And so that's basically what we did with Eva. Step 3, pivot fast. When Axon hit a wall, I didn't quit. My rule is simple. We are not giving up. We are going all in. And if the first thing doesn't work, we are going to build another thing, and then another thing, and then another thing. Basically, until we hit 10 million ARR, as I have been saying throughout all of our videos, right? That is the goal that we want to reach. The means does not matter. Step 4, obsess over the details. I am the kind of guy who will spend hours installing a concealed wall socket from scratch just so my new monitor fits perfectly, rather than buying a cheaper one. And this does not, I have to admit, this goes out to say that I'm more of a cheap person, if you want to say it that way, but I like to see it in a way that I'm more of a problem solving person, and that helps me build things that also help other people, right? And that is exactly the kind of attitude that you need to have when you're trying to solve problems for other people, that you are also hoping them to pay you to help them out, right? And then I love over engineering things. Take that exact obsession from problem solving and pour it into your app's user experience. That is the most important part. I wouldn't say most important, but that is one of the most important parts. UI and UX of your application, website, whatever product that you are trying to build, right? That says a lot about your app. A few days before, I was going through some material over how exactly UI UX affects the user, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong, there's a lot of things that can go right. Basically, you have to take it as an experience. You have to take in to the consideration all of the reviews. You have to have some sort of system in place that tells you what exactly are the parts of the UI that are going well, what exactly are the parts of the UX that aren't going well, and then you have to figure out where exactly you need to focus next, where exactly you need to build next, and where exactly you have to improve next throughout your journey. And so, coming back to the point, I'm a very normal person, as I have been saying since the last video. I'm a very normal person. I have built a lot of things, but I haven't achieved a whole lot out of them. But something tells me that I can, and something tells me that you also can. And seeing these results from Eva within just a month, I'm pretty positive that we are going to see massive results out of everything that we are going to build together. If I can get a paying subscriber on an AI app that I build, you can absolutely achieve greatness too. And I'm 100% sure on that exact point, because knowing me, if I can get those results, then you can get at least 10x of those results. Here is what I want you to do. Go to Play Store, search for Eva, download it, try generating the track, and let me know in the comments what kind of music you generate. Let me know, even if you want me to improve something, even if it's shit, do let me know that also in the comments. You can also leave a review on the application listing on Play Store if you want. Uh, if you want to follow this crazy journey to 10 million ARR, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon. We are going to keep building. See you in the next one.